What appealed to me was that George Lucas, who wrote it and also directed it, didn't want a damsel in distress, didn't want your stereotypical princess, you know, sort of a victim, frightened, incapable of dealing with the situation without the guys. So he wanted a fighter. He wanted someone who was independent, and that's what appealed to me about that part, yeah.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love.
Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, your worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder!
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So, something that slipped, I think, everybody's mind because of the Acolyte, something that people haven't really mentioned is Andor, Season 2, which is going to be the final season for the show. What's going on with it was they wanted to have 5 seasons, and they cut the 5 seasons. The 5 seasons or 4 seasons down to 2, combining a year per triad within the 12 episode show. Okay. And last January, a year ago January, Tony Gilroy basically announced that it was going to come out August 2024. Anybody notice anything? Anybody have any idea what's going on with that? Because it's August 2024 and there's no Andor. So did they prioritize the Trashlight over Andor? Was there something even more egregious that happened with Andor's production? The fact that the last public statement that Kennedy made was only about the Acolyte and how bad she felt for Lady Hitler. I mean, Leslie Headland, and how badly the fans were treating her. Well, no, it's how bad Leslie Headland treated the fans and her obnoxiousness about George Lucas. That's why people don't like Leslie Headland. But Andor seems like they're not talking about it. And that actually was a show that I would take as something that they would want to finish to get it out of the way. So what's going on here? Is it they're not happy with the production? Are they not really willing to let another Kennedy travesty meet the public's eye? Here it is. This is Tony Gilroy saying August of 2024. It is August of 2024. Where is it? Okay. Now, we know that it was hampered by the strikes, but word on the street, from what I could discern from the internet, it was almost done and close to wrapping by the time the strikes happened. So what's the deal? You know, Why are we going to get Skeleton Crew? I bet you, and I'm going to say this, we are going to hear about Skeleton Crew tomorrow during the Disney earnings call. And we're going to get a big dump of it from Star Wars Celebration. But why haven't they said anything about Andor? I would think they'd want this last season, this effort out there and done. Or maybe they're just like, we don't know what we're going to do with it. Maybe it's that bad. It's really weird. It was the lowest watched Star Wars effort on streaming. Yet, not as low as The Trashlight. And Manny Jacinto is getting a panel at D23, and then apparently he's also going to Star Wars Celebration. What is going on here? Okay, I mean, I don't understand why that's happening when, at least as bad as Andor was, at least it has a fan base that is understandable. I just find it very interesting and mysterious, as it's almost like Andor Season 2 has been memory hold. And apparently it's wrapped. It's been in post-production. Why aren't we hearing anything about it? Okay, this is a question.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen. With the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed. And our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere. And in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
I'm not saying that Andor didn't have decent moments, but it was so overwhelmingly woke, in my opinion, that the decent moments, basically anything with Luthen Rawl, were overshadowed by the Lesbos, I think, basically neutering of Mon Mothma, the fact that we didn't get to see the internal workings of how the rebellion was born in the Senate, which you'd probably need Bail Organa, and they concentrated on the wrong thing. In my opinion, Gilroy concentrating on Andor, the show even being called Andor, and not Rise of the Rebellion or the birth of the rebellion or something like that. Concentrating on Luthen Rawl, Mon Mothma trying to get disparate dissident groups like Saw Gerrera's group together. That's what was important. Andor should have just been a side character because he's not interesting enough. You create a character that like Luthen Rawl, and we only get a little bit. He has a reason why anybody would want to tune in. Is he an ex-Jedi? Is he just hiding in plain sight and has cut himself off from the Force to live and work to create the rebellion? I mean, what the heck? Those were all the problems I had with it. It was woke. It concentrated on the wrong things. Diego Luna is a terrible person to center a TV show or a movie around because he doesn't have any charisma. But there we are. Okay, he's not Glenn Poe. He's not Brendan Sklenar. He's not any of those guys. He's a kind of formless person. But it was Kathleen Kennedy's idea, and to let Tony Gilroy make a Star Wars show that had nothing to do with Star Wars. Bring in characters we recognize like Mon Mothma and gut the character. Bring characters like Saw Gerrera in that, if anything, were annoying. And anchor the TV show around a character that has about all the charisma of a pile of dog shit, as far as I'm concerned. And that's the problem. But why, if it's so important, and why if they so want to have it out there, why are we not getting any ideas of when it's going to be dropped on Disney Plus? If it is even being dropped on Disney Plus, we're getting Skeleton Crew on December 5th. Okay, we are not getting anything from Andor. We haven't heard anything. And I find it very strange that Acolyte would get a green light before Andor would to go on Disney Plus. I mean, look, this is what I would have done. And I've got Kennedy here so you all can see what an incompetent cheese ball looks like. This is what I would have done. I would have taken Andor. I would have, if it was finished, and I would have had that be the premiere this summer. Okay. Instead, we got the Trashlight, the worst thing that ever happened to Star Wars, even worse than the Star Wars Holiday Special. Okay. This is weird to me. Where's Andor season 2? Because I would actually watch that and comment on it. Because I hated it so much, and it would just be hate watching. Anyway, I thought this would be an interesting topic for you guys to think about, because it's supposed to be out now, August of 2024. It is the 6th of August, and no Andor. This is Steph, signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.